in my opinion, the biggest thing that Sango has done, and depending on who you're talking to, everybody has a favorite part of the program. My favorite part is the actual eating program.
Yeah.
And I'll go into the products in a little bit, but the main thing is that what happens is that you start resetting your lifestyle. You start resetting your body to work the way it was meant to work. Mm-hmm. You were not meant to be fat. You were not meant to be lethargic. You were meant to be active, and you were meant to be healthy. And according to Chinese medicine, if you take care of yourself, you take care of the energy of your body, you will live for 100 years. So we're talking about longevity. Mm-hmm. This is a big, big deal. Mm-hmm. I have patients that I have put into this thing, and within a week they have lost anywhere. And this is, now, results are not typical of everybody, but this is what's happening in my clinic. My patients are losing anywhere between 8 and 15 pounds the first week that they're on this program. Okay?
Let's do it.
So when they come back and I weigh them, losing 1 inch or 2 inches of the waist, dropping 15 pounds, they're excited. And I was just showing Mr. Nino, I just got an email from somebody that I don't know, that is saying, I just talked to Dora de Santiago and she's lost a lot of weight, and what is it? Send me some information. So I'll be sending her some information on the break.
Excellent.
But this works all by itself, okay? Now, we're talking about reset. And what we need to do is we need to use supplements as supplements. The supplement is not the food. You find companies everywhere that they're selling you meal replacements. You find companies that say you fiber. You know, if you eat more fiber, it expands to 50 times the size of the pill that they gave you, and that you're not hungry anymore, so you eat less. And even with acupuncture, and I'm getting in trouble with some of my acupuncturist friends. One of the things that acupuncture does is takes your cravings away. So what I used to tell people is going to the Atkins diet or to the South Beach diet, and if you're not hungry, don't eat. Now with this thing, it's different. You eat. You're going to eat every 2 to 2.5 hours. You are going to eat. If you can eat the whole thing, eat half. But you have to eat, because what you're doing is you're making your body reset, okay? And time, and it's gonna take about 2 or 3 weeks. All of a sudden, you're gonna start to get used to it. And people that are diabetics that I have in my clinic, their insulin levels, the fasting blood sugar levels are coming down. These people that are on medication, and they're coming to me because they cannot bring it down all the way. They're waking up with, and I don't know if you're familiar with the numbers, you're supposed to wake up, a normal, healthy person, supposed to wake up anywhere between 100 and 90 milligrams per deciliter of blood sugar in their blood. Somebody that is insulin resistant is going to wake up between 100 and 125. At that point, you go to the doctor, and the doctor gives you, because you're tired and fatigued and not feeling so good, the doctor will give you metformin, Actos, or some kind of medication to control your blood sugar levels. What usually happens is they give you the medication and you balloon. You start to gain weight. Because what the medication is doing is taking whatever sugar was in your blood and converting it into fat. So whatever you eat goes into fat. Usually, after a while, the person starts to go higher and higher on the blood sugar levels. And the people that are coming to me are on the 300s, 350, with 2 different types of medication, and they're about to go into insulin. With the program, I've been able to bring them down to the hundreds, 110, 105, so they're really, really excited. Okay? Now, the supplements. Okay, what do the supplements do? Well, the supplements are going to compress time frames. What I did, I should have been able to do at 2 pounds a week, maybe in about 3-4 months, something like that. I was able to do it in 8 weeks. The reason that I was able to do it in 8 weeks is because I had the supplements, and the supplements help your body do what it's supposed to do. So it all starts with a cleanse. This is a tea. It is a real mild cleanse, but what it's going to do is going to cleanse your intestine, it's going to cleanse your liver, and it's going to cleanse your blood. Now, one of the things that my patients have been reporting is that when they take it, they sleep good. Now, why are they sleeping good? Well, one of the things that's happening in your body at night, within 2 hours of you going to sleep, if your stomach is empty, your body starts to detoxify. It's a process that takes about 6 hours. Stage 1, it collects all the toxins and makes them fat soluble. The second stage, stage 2, takes another 3 hours, and it makes all the toxins water soluble. So you get up in the morning and you empty. And the toxins are gone. Now, usually that's not what happens. Usually the person gets home and they eat, or they overeat, the blood sugar goes up and it goes down, they get cravings, so they get up and they eat. I have one patient, he was getting up in the middle of the night eating pizza and big bread. That was his thing. So he goes back to sleep, and the process doesn't begin until your stomach is empty. So a lot of times what happens is that you start with, I don't know, 6 hours of sleep, but the first 3 hours you were digesting because you were full. So you only have 3 hours of cleansing, and your body only cleanses halfway. So all it does is collects the toxins and makes them fat soluble, which means now when you get up, you're going to have more toxins in your body than you had when you went to sleep. Because the toxins are coming from the food you eat. You create byproducts, and that's where the toxins are coming from. So you get up in the morning, your hands are swollen, your feet are swollen, your head feels big. You need the coffee to wake up. You need to warm up so you don't work like Frankenstein. And all is that because you're inflamed. You have inflammation. Okay? And Sango, I love Sango, but Sango is not gonna do all the inflammation if you're not taking care of your body. I mean, it would be like, imagine if instead of saying, change the oil in your car, I said, don't change the oil in your car. Buy some used oil, put it in your car, and just buy some additive that is really good, and throw it in there every once in a while, and that'll make your car last longer. Everyone would think, well, this guy's nuts. But that's what we do to our bodies. We don't take care of our bodies. So, first thing, a cleanse. It's good, and it feels really good when you're empty.
It's true, yes.
Then you have probiotics and prebiotics on the fiber. Now, we also have soluble and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber dissolves in water and becomes like a gelatin, okay? And it helps absorb, it helps regulate blood sugar levels, which is important, and it helps to absorb cholesterol from the gut, okay? So you get rid of cholesterol. That's why they say Cheerios are good for cholesterol, because they have fiber. Then you have the other type of fiber that is an insoluble fiber. And what the insoluble fiber does is just increases the volume of the stool, which helps the intestine pass it along so it can cleanse. Okay? Think about a sweeper. One of those that goes the streets cleaning. That's what the insoluble fiber does. Cleans the inside of the intestine. The thing about the protein is that if your body has the protein, if your body has the building blocks to build muscle, when you lose weight, you will lose muscle. And number two, muscle burns fat. So you're going to go to bed, you're going to go to sleep, and while you're asleep, you're going to be losing weight and you're going to be losing fat. And that's the big deal about it. It's real tasty. It's good to cook with once you learn to cook with it. And it has different proteins. It has whey, it has chia, it has pea, it has another two that I just forgot. My mind went blank. It gives you energy, and it is excellent if you are running late and you need to make something quick. You learn it on this thing. You can take a couple of strawberries, you can take blueberries, you can take a piece of a banana, you can make a smoothie, you can take an apple, you can take an orange. You put your protein in there, and you can make yourself a quick breakfast. It doesn't take a lot of time, and you don't leave the house on an empty stomach. You should never, ever, ever skip breakfast.
Never, ever.
This is breakfast. The taco is a snack. Then you have another. Well, you have 6 meals, and every meal is important, and every meal is going to give you a percentage of protein and a percentage of carbohydrates. And one of the things that they recommend on the program is that if you cannot eat everything in the program, what you do is you cut the meals in half. But you don't say, well, I'm just going to eat the chicken because it's all protein. You need the vegetables. Or you don't go and say, I'm going to buy a protein bar because I'm running, someplace that you're not familiar with, and not have your vegetables. So if you're going to eat a protein bar, you need to have your vegetables. And you learn that in the program. Okay? So, again, back to the program. This is a big deal. This is a big deal because in the United States, we have a problem. We have a lot of people that are dying of diabetes, cancer, heart attacks. We can change the health of a country. Okay, I have made it my mission to talk to people about this. I have stopped in my clinic. We don't do acupuncture for weight loss anymore. We do FAVAO. And with that, that's the end of my presentation. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer whatever I can.
Excuse me, is that booklet part of the Sango?
Yeah, the booklet. When you purchase the first time the program, it comes with the booklet.
Oh.
You have a men's and you have a ladies. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please ask questions for 10 minutes.